Thank you very much, Alexander, and thank you for that introduction into this fantastic cultural hub that you have here. I'm going to make no apologies for my footwear. It's just really, really hot. And so I've worn sliders and I wear them all the time, but and thank goodness for air conditioning and a fan, so I hope we won't all swelter too much here. But again, it's a really lovely space, and I was in this space just behind this partition earlier, and it's just really energizing with all the graphics on the wall. So yes, I do hope everyone gets a chance to look at it. So my name, sorry, I don't have a slide, but my name is Caroline Meaby, and I'm Director of the Arts Network at the British Council. And for those of you who don't know the British Council, we are the UK's cultural relations organisation. We operate under a royal charter, we have charitable status, and we work in over 110 countries across the world through arts, education, promotion of the English language, and society. We always work in collaboration. We always have been since we started 80 odd years ago. We always have operated as a giant network. So in my job as Director of the Arts Network, I oversee a network of approximately 350 arts expert staff, that's just arts, working in our countries around the world. And they are working, collaborating with cultural organisations, large and small, practitioners and artists, to devise programs that have artistic outputs and cultural relations at its heart. That's what we do. We also have some really key assets that we have on behalf of the UK. The British Council Collection, which is a fantastic collection of contemporary art that we have been acquiring on behalf of the nation since we opened in the 30s. And we have pretty much everyone you can imagine there in our collection. And what we do with our collection is it's a living collection, so we loan it out to galleries, museums. We have it in our public spaces overseas. We have British Council libraries overseas and British Council offices where people come and people learn English, and they get to see amazing work by Hockney, by Henry Moore, by Tracy Emin, by lots and lots of UK contemporary artists. We also curate the British Pavilion, at the Venice Biennale. So this year, Cathy Wilkes was the artist who represented the United Kingdom, and next year it will be the Architecture Biennale. So our teams in the London office work very closely to do that. That's a really important part of our cultural relations mission, to show UK art. But we also have arts sector experts sitting in our offices across the UK who work across not just the visual arts, but also film, music, architecture, design, fashion, literature. We work very closely with Freeword on a number of projects and have done for many years. We also work across creative economy and cultural skills and arts and society. So we do lots and lots of things. And obviously we're here to talk about working with Europe and the EU, but I would also urge all of you, if you haven't already gone to our website, the British Council Arts website, there is a opportunities page on there, and it has all of our live opportunities to collaborate overseas on different projects. What we don't do is we're not funders ourselves, but we, with our network and our collaborators across the world, we design and help design programs that really connect people to people through the arts and culture. So do have a look at our website for opportunities if you're interested. Our work in Creative Europe, the Creative Europe itself is a fantastic and very powerful network. Now that's obviously not one that the British Council generated, but we are extraordinarily proud through the work of the Creative Europe desk to be part of Creative Europe and to have helped and supported UK organisations and cultural practitioners and artists to take advantage of all the opportunities through Creative Europe and opportunities for cultural collaboration. And again, talking about us working in partnership in the spirit of collaboration, we run the Creative Europe desk in partnership with the BFI, with Arts Council England, with DCMS, with Creative Scotland, and with the Welsh Government. So this is a truly UK, the desk is a truly UK-wide collaboration project in itself. And I think that's really important because with culture being devolved, there aren't many organisations, and certainly I think we're the only one that's working across all the sectors in that way. So that's really, really important and really valued to us. We all know we're in very uncertain times, but one thing I can assure you of is that we have been working tirelessly to demonstrate really effectively and with impact reports and case studies and hard facts and figures and data that the value of the UK in staying part of Creative Europe is really, really essential and really important, not just for the work it benefits, but for all the other, not just for the economic benefits, but for all the opportunities to collaborate and share knowledge and actually help and supports our peers and organisations across EU Europe with some of the work that we do so well already in the UK, so particularly around diversity of practice, particularly around innovation, all the things that I'm sure every one of you brings to the table. And we're very, very good at collaboration projects with Creative Europe. We actually have a success rate of twice the figure of our European partners in terms of the UK winning collaboration projects and being successful in winning collaboration grants from Creative Europe. It's something we're really, really good at, and that's not just because the UK sector is very collaborative. It's not just because we have fantastic, innovative, inspiring ideas, but it's also because we're very good at articulating that in a way that's really clear to funders. We're very good at articulating what we want to achieve, the impacts, the outputs, evaluation, and that expertise is really, really highly valued by European colleagues. So we really want the opportunity to get to be part of the collaboration projects today. These are live opportunities. We really want people to take advantage of them because it's not just going to benefit you, it benefits all of us in Creative Europe and will do. I mean, we know as the British Council, we will still be active. Whatever happens as a result of Brexit, we will still be active across EU Europe, and we will still be part of that huge network of cultural organisations and artists and practitioners. So today I'm going to hand over to my colleagues from the Creative Europe desk in a moment, and they are going to guide you through the day. And we also have some really fantastic speakers who've been part of Creative Europe projects who are going to share some case studies about how they got involved, what it actually means to be part of a collaboration project, and share some insights and tips for you. So I really hope that you'll all come away with new insights, really energized to be part of it, new ideas, perhaps even meet new people, because this is a network of people of itself who've all got an interest in working with Europe on culture projects. And so I'm sure that we can seed some really fantastic ideas here. And what is great about the Creative Europe network and the network of alumni that the Creative Europe desk have galvanized over the years is that everyone is enormously generous in wanting to share their expertise and their experience of how they've been involved with Creative Europe projects. So I would just urge you to take advantage of that. You'll be hearing lots of fantastic information today, but even after this afternoon has ended and perhaps you've gone back and you start thinking about things that you wish you'd asked or things that have later come to you, then do get in touch with my colleagues at the desk, because they will be able to either give you the answers or what's usually more useful is point you to people who've had similar questions before and worked out similar answers and had experiences that you might want to learn from. So without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to my fantastic colleagues from Creative Europe, Christoph, Julia and Megan. Thank you.